Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do the launch of my autumn 2024 kit. For the past few years have done a kit for autumn. So this one is called Autumn is Among Us. It does get more and more difficult to make a kit every year, to be honest, because once you've kind of done a few, it's quite hard to put something new together. But yes, I've done this one and I hope that you will really love it. So yeah, I'm going to just move all these little bits and pieces out the way, which I like to put them on there because I think they just look absolutely scrumptious when you kind of layer up all these bits and bobs. So move them out the way and let's have a look and see the kit. Now it's one of my smaller kits. From that I'm saying you've got the background pages and you've got an ephemera part of the kit. So I'm just going to kind of whiz you through what you get in the kit, and then we'll have a bit of a play and make something with it. And yeah, hope that you like it. So these are the background pages. I think there are 18 if I recall, but I could be wrong, so I do apologise. But I'm going to just kind of whiz you through. Now I've printed these on 110 GSM. That's slightly thicker than copy paper, but not vastly thicker. So I'm just going to kind of whiz you through, and this one is printed on presentation paper. Now I've done it on a mix of presentation paper and the 110. This is 230 GSM because of what I've got in mind for what I'm going to be making. So yeah, and not necessarily in this video, but what I'm going to be making kind of separately. So absolutely gorgeous images, and I've tried to include you know, a few really busy pages, you know, with kind of clustery portions, and also some plainer pages. So I mean, obviously, you know, you've got pages with busy images and things like that, and you've got the plainer pages. And by the plainer pages I am including this collage sheet as a plainer sheet, because obviously it's, you know, a collage kind of page. But yeah, there's quite a few kind of plainer pages as well. So for instance, here we've got obviously like the floral page, you've got this page, and I've incorporated lots of blacks with this kit. So hopefully it's going to have a completely different feel to the other autumn kits that I have done. You know, and I thought the black was a really nice kind of addition, to be honest, and kept it really nice and autumnal. Oh, so I've got another sheet of that floral. It's yeah, quite in keeping with the autumnal theme with the blacks, I think. So yeah, I really hope that you like the kit. Please excuse where my printer has occasionally not printed quite borderless, so I might have a white strip. That's, you know, my printer's kind of error. It doesn't seem to like it sometimes when you're printing on quite thick paper. So you know, for one or two it's gone skew-if. But that's all the background pages. And then you've got, I think it's 10 pages for the ephemera part of the kit. And again, just going to kind of whiz you through those. So you've got these obviously journal cards. Now these are larger, and you've got the border around, or sorry, the background, so you can cut a border or not, depending on whether you like to have the border or not. And obviously if you want these smaller, you could print them 2 to a page and things like that, but I like to do them larger because it's harder to upscale when printing than obviously to shrink. So yeah, that's the journal cards there. You've got some plain ones there, again giving you kind of options. So these obviously with the patterned pieces, these without, and then you can obviously use things like, you know, any busy bits from your background pages, or indeed you get this fussy cut page and things to make your own journal cards like that. So hopefully you've got then kind of maximum fun really of doing your bits and pieces. Oops, for some reason I have got that printed out twice, so let me just move that out of the way. I don't know why, but for some reason when I'm printing I end up mucking it up quite often. So you've got this page here. Isn't that just so scrumptious and gorgeous? Absolutely love these journal cards. And then you've got some landscape ones. Really cute. And then you've got them on the black background as well. So you've got them on the kind of florally, and you've got them on the blacks. So, you know, just those kind of subtle changes, they add quite a big sort of difference. If you were cutting this with the border, it really changes the whole look of the journal cards. So thought that was nice. You've got some vintage cards here. And then you've got a page of tags and some round circles and then some little label pieces. And then here, as I say, you've got the fussy cuts to be able to create your own pieces. Unfortunately, I've printed this on the flimsy paper rather than the thicker paper, which was obviously, you know, would have been more useful. So that's the two parts of the kits. Now, when you buy the kits, you do get JPEG versions and also a PDF version of the files. It's in my Etsy shop. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, it will also be on my website, shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk. The bonus of obviously ordering it from there is it will be slightly cheaper because I don't have to pay the, you know, the huge Etsy fees. So yeah, do go across and check out whether or not it's on there. So that's the complete kit. So I'm just going to kind of clear everything away and then we'll do a bit of a craft with me. Okay, so I've cleared the desk a bit and I've brought along a few things that I thought that we could have a play around with. So I've got some vellum here. When I say vellum, this is actually tracing paper, but obviously it, you know, it operates very similarly to vellum. So I thought let's kind of make some pockets from this. Now I'm going to just, I think, trim it down first of all by cutting it in half, because that's going to be the, you know, the easiest way to kind of like get it a bit smaller. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in, whoops, and then make little pockets with this. So just going to fold the edges over like that, and this one, it's quite hard to actually see when it's vellum, to be honest. So actually let me move the bits of paper out the way because it might be a bit easier if they're not on the desk. Okay, and then just fold it in, oops, here on this edge as well. Okay, now I hope that I've folded this, you know, some way straight. So I'm just going to unfold it there and just miter these corners. Okay, like that. Okie dokie. Whoops. So that's my basic pocket. Okay, now I'll make a second one of those. Oops, I've got something wet on the desk here. Oh gosh, probably my cup of tea that I've just had. So this one I might make slightly smaller, so just trim that down there. Actually, this one might have a tall pocket instead, so I'm just going to trim the edge in here. Okay, I always find it a bit tricky working with tracing paper or vellum or whatever. It kind of, I'm not saying it's temperamental, but it has a bit of a mind of its own and sort of moves about quite a bit, which is not the easiest when you're trying to obviously fold it and do bits with it. But anyway, let's just fold that in there like that. Okay, and then we'll just fold it up on the cut edge. Now, oh gosh, now I can't tell which edge I've cut. What is wrong with me? I'm not sure that's very straight either, to be honest. Oh gosh, not making a good job of this. So yeah, this is going to be another one of those do as I say, not as I do type of videos, because it's not looking good. Not looking good so far. Okay, right. Oh my goodness, what is going on? What is going on? My gosh. Oh my goodness, look at what I'm doing here. Right, I'm gonna have to make this a smaller pocket because I'm just messing this up every time I touch it. So let's just use my grid lines and hope that I'm going to be able to rectify it somehow. Okay, right. Well, that wasn't quite how I'd planned, but never mind. Right, let's just go along here. Okay, let's just cut in here, and again just miter in those corners there. Okay, well, aside from the shoddy cutting, finally got my two pockets. So this one obviously side loading, very large pocket, and this one obviously a top loading, you know, much smaller pocket. Okay, right, let's put our pieces of paper down now. I'm kind of thinking maybe use some of these background pages to decorate the pockets. Now, just going to bring some of these sort of fussier ones, and then we can decide what we want to do. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Well, perhaps we'll have also this. Okay, right, okay. Move this out of the way now. Okay. Right, now let's pick a couple of images that we're going to use for these. I mean, obviously this one's a really nice big one, so, you know, we could really use quite a big image on here. So we could even take the fox. So let's just, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on with my crafting ability today, or lack of. It's not good. It's not a good state today. Yep. Okay, so I'm thinking if we just tear this down kind of there, I'm going to come in a bit more here. Try and keep the bird perhaps if I can. Okay. So we could have it like that. Now, do we want to take it smaller still? And do I want to, I don't know. Do I want to kind of have it like glued right onto the vellum and your tracing paper like that? Which in fairness, that would help to reinforce, you know, the tracing paper. Or I could kind of cut it, tear it down more like a, you know. Let's try this and just see. I mean, what's the worst that could happen after all? So, yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. What awful tearing. Not getting any better, am I? No. Right, I'm just going to tear this because that looks very straight now in comparison. Okay. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? So, yep, liking how that looks. Now, I did pull in, obviously, this florally paper. So we could have some of this in the background. Or actually now I'm thinking maybe the black. So let me see if I've got the black on any thin paper or whether I only printed the black on the thicker. Oh dear. You know when you come along and you think that you've printed everything as you need it, and then when you come to use it, you're like, oh, maybe not. Aha. Right. Okay. So we could have it over or we could have it under. What do we think? I'm not sure now. I'm thinking I like having the butterfly showing. Let me just trim this down slightly. Like that. Yeah, quite like that, to be honest. Right, okay, let's glue this on. Now, this is where my glue's going to let me down because, my goodness, it's already started not very well, hasn't it? So why wouldn't it just continue in that same way? Oh my gosh. Talk about squeeze all the glue out. Oh gosh, it's now all running. Okay. Right, okay. Now, just going to dab that little bit off before I get like a big blob all over my piece. Right. Okay. So let's put that down there. Just glue this. Probably just want to go a little bit more over to the edge, I think, so as it's lined up completely. There we go. Okay, right. Okie dokie, right, there we go. And squish that down. And then this up here, like that. Now, I'm going to have some black lace running along here. So do I want to have the black lace coming out under that pocket? Or do I want it over? Not sure. Not sure. And now I can't see the lace. Oh, here we go. I thought, well, that's weird. It was here just now. Okay, I'd actually got it out. I was trying to be organised and then forgot where I actually put the lace. Let's just tear it. Oops. Tear it to make it a little bit more slimline. So we could have it like that, coming out from under the paper. I quite like it like that, actually. So before I glue the lace on, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to ink the pocket because I want to have the vellum, you know, inked up. You can dye, you know, coffee dye vellum and tracing paper. Sometimes it can go a little bit too curly, it's got to be said, but on the whole, it, you know, it's quite nice. But yeah, didn't do that. But definitely it, you know, it kind of works quite well. So right, I'm going to have to just go with my glue spreader because this is now getting a bit okay. Right, like that. Now going to glue down my lace down here along the edge. So just mop this up before I dab that anywhere. So let's just go down here. Oops, like that. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. My camera just ran out of space. You know, my phone just ran out of space, and yeah, it just clicked off. And it was only lucky that I heard it ping as it clicked off. So I've tried to, you know, create some space now, removing some things. So hopefully we can get on now. Yeah, all you missed was obviously I'd started gluing this lace on, and I mean, to be honest, I've yeah, put it way too overhanging, but still, we'll just ignore that. So yeah, right, just going to ink this before gluing this down. Okay, right, I'm just going to glue this lace here where it's, you know, going to have the paper obviously over the top of it, like that. Okay. And then, yeah, we're going to put this on here. Now, I'm hoping that it's going to glue down nicely with this. The only thing is I probably will need to put something on it to, you know, squish it down and keep it pressed down. That's fine. So it's just, okay. My gosh, can't see. Right. Okay. So, yeah. Again, just squish that down now, smoosh it down with my wipe. Okay, like that. Right, now I will come back to this piece, but I'm just going to kind of like weigh it down, I think, with something. So, I just got here some wax seals, which I'd made, you know, in slow time, and just going to, yeah, leave those on there to get it to press down. So whilst that's drying, let's do the smaller one of the pockets. Move this out of the way. Okay, right. Let's do the smaller one. So we're looking for obviously a smaller image here. So yeah, we could use one of these, or we could use got that page of the ephemera, which I said, oh, annoying, you know, wish that I had done it on thicker paper, but actually this will be perfect to use on here. So yeah, now shall we do oh, I can't decide actually. Probably going to use some more of the black paper because, you know, obviously I've torn into this now already, so I might as well continue with using it. So let's just see. Just tear that down a bit. Oops. Like that. Okie dokie. Right, now, which piece do we think is going to be gorgeous on here? I think probably this badger. Now, like I say, I mean, to be honest, I would probably opt to glue this with, not glue it, sorry, you know, print it onto thicker paper, but you know, when you're gluing it onto vellum pieces, actually, you know, it maybe is quite good to be on thin paper. Not that I wouldn't use thicker paper, but yeah, I'm sure it's probably fine either way. So, okay. Oops. Like that. Okie dokie. Oops. Oh, come on. Right, now obviously I've not made a great job of fussy cutting this. But that's fine, because by the time I've inked it up, it will hopefully be all covered up and looking good anyway. So, you okay, sweetie? My daughter's home. I'm filming this during the school holidays, but it may well not go up until way after the school holidays. Are you okay, sweetie pie? Yeah. So I bought my daughter some of that Impulse body spray. Now, I don't know whether Impulse is like, you know, an international kind of product or whether it's just in the UK, but when we were kids, you know, when I was kind of, well, when I was a teenager really, Impulse was like all the thing. And all of us girls, you know, me and all of my friends and, you know, I'm sure everyone from everywhere, we all used Impulse. And my gosh, we used to spray it all over us and, yeah, go through tons and tons of it. And, you know, yeah, I don't know whether it's still really popular like that, but, you know, with young people and things. But anyway, I spotted it in the shop the other day and I bought some for my daughter, the pink one, as we know it. And she absolutely loved it. So this morning, I just happened to be stopping at the shop on my way back from the gym. So I bought her some of the blue one because her pink one had now run out. So bought her some of the blue one. Are you wearing that today now, darling? Yeah. Yeah, she is. So yeah, she loves the smell of it. It does smell nice, to be fair. It does smell very nice. But unfortunately, although it's, you know, not expensive, it's only like 99p for one of them, it doesn't really last very long. I mean, when you shake the canister, there's really not much in there, to be honest. I don't even know what millage or grams or whatever. I don't know what it, you know, how much is in there. But yeah, it certainly doesn't feel like there's a great deal in there. So it won't last very long, I'm sure. But anyway, it does smell really nice. So she's obviously loving it. Oops, that's probably the postman now. Setting bow off. Right, there we go. So how gorgeous does this look? Now I've got, obviously, when I tore that bit of lace off, I mean, oh my goodness, as if this is even worth keeping. But to be honest, I think it might look quite cute just along the top there, rather than, you know, like a big formal piece of lace. I think maybe just something like that might look quite good. Now I've just got the labels as well, so I'm just going to take one of those. Oh gosh, Come on. Honestly, terrible cutting skills today. Not good at all. Not good at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, and yep. Like that. Let's just ink that up. So I'm kind of thinking having the label coming out just kind of breaks it up, doesn't it, and looks cute. Or we could have it obviously over the top. Oh, I was thinking definitely down the bottom, but not so sure now. Yeah, I think maybe underneath. So again, just glue this on. Now this obviously has been printed on the thicker paper, so just pop that there. Okay. Oops. Like that. And oh, just glue this one down. Okie dokie. Like that. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? Love how that looks. Just love it when you have loads of fussy cuts, really. Just, yeah, can make such gorgeous pieces, can't you? Right, now check which is the right way and the wrong way of the lace. Oh my goodness. Again, pretty much impossible to kind of see or tell really from there, but right, so I'm going to just glue this along here. I mean, like I say, it's kind of really scrappy because this is just that bit that I tore off, so it's, yeah, it's not really, probably not really worth keeping by anybody else's you know, stretch of the imagination, but us junk journalists, you see, we have found a use for it, so it was worth keeping. There we go. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely love how that looks. Okay, now just wondering whether we might add a little something somewhere. Oops. I mean, I've just got these bits hanging around on the desk, to be honest, but kind of thinking, I wonder if we could have this just like finishing off that pocket. That's quite cute. Ooh, quite cute, isn't it? So I'm just going to glue this with the hot glue. Oops. I mean, this is just like a flat back piece, and like I say, it was just like laying around. Oh gosh, sorry, I'd left my hot glue gun on for a couple of days and hadn't got a chance to be in here, which is really unusual for me, but I'd been working on making the kit and things, so I hadn't actually been in my craft room. There we go. Oh, it's gorgeous, doesn't it? Now, I don't think probably we want any bling, but you know, I don't like leaving it blingless if it should be bling full. So, not that I can see any bling actually. Oh, here we go. Thought, well, that's strange. Always got some laying around somewhere. Oh, yeah. So let's just pop that down. Okay. Oh my goodness, how cute is that pocket? Looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Yeah, love how that looks. Right, let's now finish off the big one. So, right, hopefully that's glued down. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's okay, to be honest. So, yeah, now just again bring in perhaps another one of those labels. And then, oh, annoyingly, there are some little fussy cut flowers, but they are, again, on this flimsy paper, which definitely, I would prefer them on the thicker paper. So, yeah, they're not really going to be very very practical to glue onto here, because I always think if you're gluing paper onto paper, you know, the same texture or thickness, it doesn't necessarily kind of show up as much as you'd like, or as much as I'd like. So yeah, I don't really want to kind of put those flowers down, because I feel like they're not going to be, you know, worthy of being stuck there. They're just going to kind of like not really, you know, not really show up or kind of be very impactful. So oh, that's cute, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's just glue this with the hot glue. Okie dokie. It's cute, doesn't it? Very, very cute. Now, I was wondering whether we could have a wax seal. Obviously, I had some wax seals laid out on the kit when I was just going through the papers. So, yeah, I just thought something like this might look very cute on here. Oh, what about down there? That's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, love that. So I need to just be a bit careful that I don't go actually over the bird and cover it up. Hopefully I won't. So now, do I want to have any, wondering whether I could have any ribbon poking out beneath there. What colour ribbon have I got? Nothing suitable, that's for sure. But I have just noticed I've got this, which I mean, that's a brilliant colour on there, isn't it? But I mean, it doesn't really have any place on here, but let's just see whether I could have that coming out to the side. Oh, it's not right on that particular pocket, but definitely I must keep this, because I'm feeling like that might go somewhere with some of the bits from the kit. Oh, I'm just seeing whether I've got any other colour ribbon that would just be ideal for this, because I definitely feel like some ribbon would look cute. Let me just see. Ooh, just got this green. Right. Oh, just actually having to undo it. It's not even been undone yet, so hang on. Right, what about this? So I'm kind of thinking, what if I have this like more like a streamer coming out there? My goodness, that's lovely, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's just cut this like that. Okie dokie. Do that. So yeah, thinking, oops, have that there like that. Oh my gosh, isn't that lovely? Absolutely love that. I mean, I love the colour of that ribbon anyway. That's just right up my street, to be honest. It's such a gorgeous colour green. Right, now I'm going to just put the ribbon on first. So 1 and 2. Okie dokie, whoops, like that. And then I'm just going to glue the wax seal straight down, oops, on top of those. Oops, sorry, I'm just just down here trying to get my glue threads off my fingers. Right, okay, yeah, going to glue that onto there. And I feel like it's quite in keeping, you know, kind of, because it's got a nature vibe going on. So the bee wax seal, it's quite nice on here, isn't it? Oh my gosh, how lovely is that? Absolutely love it. Now I know it's kind of like getting to the point where it's got like a lot of stuff already going on, but hey, let's just see. Oh gosh, sorry, just covered in hot glue again. Just wondering whether we want to have any bling on here. So I mean, probably not, to be honest. It's getting quite full, but oh, I said probably not, but what do we think? I mean, to be honest, it probably doesn't really need it, but I do love bling, And to be honest, I do love the whole, you know, more is more. So yeah, let's have a bit of bling on there. Like that. Oh my goodness. How pretty is that? Love, love, love how that looks. Really, really, really gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, really, really love that. Okay, so that's those two. Now, the other thing that I thought we could do is I've just got some sewing pattern paper here. Now, just kind of wondering whether we could just layer some bits up, which actually it's got this as well, which we could, yeah, we could use this as well. So just tear this down. Okay, and then I think that's two. Yeah, oh no, it's just doubled over, but that's fine. So yeah, I'm thinking let's make some kind of topper pieces from this. So let's just take this one. Oh my goodness, not great fussy cutting again. Oh, here we go. Okie dokie. I've got that flower there. We might be able to use the flower maybe on this piece. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking let's just make some little sort of topper type pieces. So a bit sort of how we make the clusters, I suppose, but slightly different in that, you know, they're going to be a bit cross between, I suppose, like a topper and a cluster. So let's just ink this up. To be honest, I might prefer to rough this up a bit so that it's not quite so flat. So just go around the edge pieces. Like that. Okay. Oh, I love that with the slightly curly edges. Like that. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's very cute. And then maybe on here. So just pop that down onto that back bit. Okay. Like that. Okay, glue that down. Now I'll probably tear this. Oops. Right. Okay. Oops. Oh my goodness, look what a mess I've made of that. Just, yeah, ended up tearing it sort of in line with the frame over on that side, but still, I'm sure that's fine. So just kind of, again, rough this up a bit. Okay. So it's just got that crinkly kind of edge. Now, get my sewing pattern stuff. I don't know what you call this stuff, but anyway, it's very cute, isn't it? Very fun to use. Now, let's put this down on here. Now, I'm thinking go over doubling it up. Now, this isn't very easy to use. And I always find this with this sewing pattern paper is it's actually quite tricky to use. And, you know, again, obviously I'm being stingy and trying to like really make the most of it. And to be honest, there's no need to be, because you get a lot in a pattern pack. You know, it's not really necessary to be being stingy and trying to hang on to it. Right, now I'm thinking maybe tear around here and then glue it down onto the next piece so that we've got, you know, different layers, if you see what I mean. Because if I double it up straight away, my layers will be the same. Whereas if I do it in two, they will be different. So, oh my gosh, it's not very easy to tear, to be honest. Well, it's very easy as in, you know, it's very thin, but it's quite hard to try and keep where you want to be. So yeah, although it is easy to tear, you know, it's not that easy to stay where you want it to be. Okay, like that. Okay, and then just, yeah, tear down here, like that. And then the final piece. So again, thinking, you know, maybe ink it now here with that bit of the sewing pattern paper, like that, okay. And then just, oops, stick this down here. Now I'm doing it kind of at a bit of an angle because, you know, I want to just make sure that I've got plenty to tear around the edge of, so. Okay. Like that. Right. Honestly, not easy. Not easy at all to try and stay anywhere where you want to be. I just really wanted to have like a bit of overlap. I mean, I could have doubled it up and just torn the two layers down together. And I have done that in the past, and, you know, that's fine and does work, you know, pretty well. But I wanted to, you know, actually have like two different areas of layers, if you see what I mean. So that really can only be achieved, I think, by, you know, doing it separately. There we go. Oh my goodness, can you see that? All those different lovely yummy layers going on. Just looks really, really cool, doesn't it? I love, love, love how that looks. Now, oh, I wonder if I could do anything with this. I don't think I'm going to be able to still, but just kind of thought, oh, this would be wicked on here. I wonder if I could just do kind of single layer. Right, let's have a look. That's going to be too monstrous on there, isn't it? It's too big. Let's see if that's a bit smaller. I mean, I love that colour of the ribbon. Let me just quickly take this down and we'll just see. One, two. Do you know, I'm going to staple this on here. Okay, I'm just going to use the stapler here. Oh gosh, come on. Right. Okay, so that's stapled on at least. And then what are we going to put in the middle? So, I mean, I love how this looks colour-wise, but to be honest, that just feels a bit too big, I think. So, yeah, I'm not sure that that's quite ideal. I mean, what a shame that I haven't got one. Let me have a look through, because sometimes I'm not the best, you know, wax seal maker. So quite often I have them, you know, misshapen or, you know, smaller. I mean, that one would be perfect, but obviously it's a different colour. It's not the right colour. I made these and then I, you know, what do you call them? Went over them with some gold paint. And I just absolutely love how they look. Yeah, and as you can probably guess, of course, what's going on. I'm trying to hoard them. I mean, oh my gosh, what on earth is that about? yeah, just really like them. So of course now there's a tendency to now not want to use them. Well, that one's quite nice on there. I mean, it's a lighter blue, but hey, I don't mind that. So just going to glue this down here, just so it's really nicely stuck, because obviously I'd only stapled it. So yeah, okay. And then let's just glue this on. Okay, like that. Yay. I mean, how awesome and gorgeous does that piece look? Oh my gosh, I love, love, love how that looks. That's so pretty, isn't it? And then, to be honest, you know, you could put that on absolutely anything. So, I mean, we could just take a piece of the paper from the kit. So let's just pick one that's kind of robust. You know, you could just make any pocket really and just pop that on. I mean, even there, like with the fox poking out and the bird cage and things, looks gorgeous. Could have it here. It just looks really pretty, doesn't it, to be honest? Absolutely love, love, love how that looks. I mean, obviously this is quite a tall, you know, tall piece, so it would have to go on a sort of reasonably tall pocket, but I really do love how that looks. Yeah, let me just see what other paper I've got here that's printed on the thicker card. So again, I've got the black. Look gorgeous on there, wouldn't it? Yeah, just really love that, to be honest. Just seeing what else I've got that's printed on the thicker card. There, that looks lovely, doesn't it? And got this black one as well. My gosh, how lovely is that? Oh, absolutely yummy. Yeah, so could just pop that onto a pocket. So just, you know, very, very simple kind of topper, layered up with all the different layers there. So yeah, I hope that it's given you some ideas. I hope that you like the kit. Absolutely scrumptious. So I'm going to obviously go off and try and make you know, a little project using the kit, and yeah, I will be back obviously with whatever it is that I've made, and I haven't quite decided yet what it's actually going to be. So yeah, really hope that you like it, and hope that you like this little craft with me, and really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.